welcome back to my channel. Copper Dragons here, and I'm going to be playing some more Slime Rancher. So let's hop right in and continue the game. Now, sorry about playing the more peaceful games recently. I've just been wanting to, finish up what I wanted to do in those, before I finish up more of the stressful games right now. Mostly due to the fact that I want to focus on the more action-filled games last. So that way I can have, more energy, for then. But as of right now, I don't really have as much energy as I did, like, say about a couple weeks ago. So yeah. You know what? I'm gonna keep, like, 3 phosphor quartz. Whenever I, want to make larger, phosphor quartz. Okay, it seems like I can suck up some more. Okay. Yep, I got some that I can make. I got more than enough phosphor quartz, because, well, the phosphor slimes, they only come out at night, so it would just be kind of pointless just to do nothing for an entire day, whenever I could have been, collecting resources, whenever I could have, just collected the phosphor quartz, since it would have had the same effect either way, whether you use it on tabby, pink, or rock slimes. It would have just had the same effect regardless, of what plort you feed to what slime, as long as it's like for example, if you feed a pink plort, to a tabby slime, the same effect would happen if you feed, a tabby plort to a pink slime. The same effect would happen, and it would turn into the same largo slime. So yeah. Like, if you feed... So, all I would really need is just quartz, for the slimes. That's all I would really need, at the end of the day. Now, I would love to collect more phosphor slimes, because I love the look of them. But still, I just think it would be kind of pointless right now. Also, I'm gonna have to try and collect, some stuff for upgrades, on the pens that I got at the dock. Whenever I get the chance to, anyways. Alright, I'm gonna check and see if I can upgrade this. Alright, I'm gonna have to purchase this upgrade. And whenever I get the chance, I'm also gonna try and upgrade, more stuff. Like on that pen. I just don't really, have much else I can really work on. If I'm being honest, with, any other pens besides, the larger pens for, the one slime I want to make for the phosphor slimes. I don't really have too much other stuff I want to do with the pens past that. So yeah. All I would really have to do is just upgrade, like, my farms and the pens for the, and also maybe also get some pens for the, like, another area. I'm gonna have to buy that because the docks doesn't have enough for the, the one, for one of the slime types that I wanted to make, the larger slimes. Alright, let's get the final upgrade here, the Vitamizer. Since that would also help with the slimes, the penheads. Alright, let's go up here, since I know that there's some stuff that I can get out. I'm just gonna leave that out there for right now, because right now it would be kind of pointless. Wait, I need to water this. I'm gonna try and collect some pens while I'm out here so I can feed, my tabby slimes. Since those kind of need feeding soon. Now, I will be trying to upgrade the pen for the hens out here whenever I get the chance. But that's going to be after I get the pens for the Largo Phosphor Slimes done, upgraded. Now, keep in mind, you can upgrade anything in any way, but I prefer to do it in a specific way. Like, it works regardless of what order you do it in, but I just want to make it look neat and tidy, you know, for the order that I do it in anyways. Alright, let's grab these hens right here. I just need a few more, so that way I can, you know, feed my tabby slimes. You know what? While I'm at it, I'm gonna try and upgrade one of the hens that I have out here. And also, whenever I get the chance, I'm also gonna be trying to, you know, build a storage unit. But actually, I think whenever I get the money, I can put one out here. I think. Wait, is there something I can buy down here? I don't think there is, considering it seems way too small for that. Yep, there's nothing. The only place I have left that I can really go to feed, like to get more slimes, is just that cave system that I bought. That's the only place I really have left to buy stuff. Now, the docks was probably the dumbest area I could buy right now, especially since I do right now, I have some resources that I have collected, so, and also it's risky to try and go out into water-filled areas with a lot of resources, since you lose them if you fall into the water. Like, and it has to be, like, deep enough water, like oceans. If you fall into, like, oceans or whatever, then yeah, you basically lose all resources you had on hand, on top of, like, a few days on top of that. Okay, let's just feed my phosphor slimes. Those need feeding. Next I'm gonna feed my pink slimes. Then now I'm gonna feed my tabbies, since those also need feeding. Okay. I'm just gonna put all the hens that I collected in here, since that would be more than enough food to last them at least a few days. Like, in-game days. Okay. Now, in Slime Rancher 2, if you fall into the water, I'm pretty sure it only loses you, like, a few hours. But I could be wrong on that. But I think that's how it works in Slime Rancher 2, but then again, a lot of the mechanics are very different in Slime Rancher 1 to 2. Wait, I don't know what's back here. Wait, there's some stuff I can get up here. I need 10,000 coins to be able to afford all of that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get to like 100 different forks in each of my slime things just to be able to afford all of that. Okay, let's go ahead and suck up the forks. I need to go over to the cave system now, so that way I can try and feed my larger slimes that I already have. Also, I would also not recommend jumping into the water, mostly due to the fact that, well, some of your crops could also wither away, and you could lose them in that time too, that you would also lose. So yeah, that's also another downside. And also, I think you would also have to feed your slimes a lot more too, if I got my information correct, that is. Okay, let's feed these slimes right here. Now let's... I think that is right. I'm gonna have to feed them vegetables. Okay. think they're doing well right now anyways. Now let's feed the rest of this food to these Largo slimes, since they can eat everything. Okay. I'm gonna have to try and collect as many, wait, what's back here? I don't think I've ever seen what's back here. I could be wrong, though. Oh, it's just, I think that's used for, like, teleportation to other areas. I could be wrong, though. I've never used those. So I could be wrong on what they do. Alright, let's gather up the rest of these quartz. Yeah, I'm gonna have to collect, these rock quartz right here. Okay. There we go. I can collect some more, rock quartz in that pen, specifically. Now let's collect some of these tapping quartz, since I also need those. Alright. Now time to collect some pink quartz. That's the next thing I have on my list. Okay. I don't need too much more quartz from this area since I can't really hold much else. I'm just gonna have to collect 2 pink quartz and then just go back. I wish I had a means of fast travel, like, but I don't have the resources for that right now. Yeah, I'm gonna have to collect, like, I think, like 10 or 100,000. I didn't really count the zeros back there for how much coins I need, but I know it's either 10 or 100,000. Okay, let's feed, my pink slimes. Now let's go ahead and sell these quartz that I got, since I have a lot of them that I can sell. I guess it was pretty smart to collect all those, Largo slimes like I did. So yeah, I guess they are pretty useful. You know, I'm gonna try and go back to that one area to see, like, to count how many zeros it is. So that's 10,000, coins. I'm already, like, over a 10th of the way there. You know what, since I'm already here, I'm gonna collect the quartz that I can collect out here, and then, sell those, and then go back and collect those other quartz that I had in that one area. You know, the one's larger slimes. Okay. That's enough for the penis slimes right now. Okay, I have 14 rock quartz. I'm gonna have to try and collect more phosphor quartz. Good thing I can actually do that right now. And still have a little bit left for the Largo slimes. Okay, that's 5. So let's go ahead and collect these up real quick. Now, I am gonna have to upgrade, my storage. So I'm gonna have to collect a little bit more than 10,000 just to be able to, you know, get to the next area. Just for the pure fact of upgrades alone. Now, I'm pretty sure you can also, you know, do requests. I'm not gonna try doing any of those right now, anyways, because those do require items being used up. You know, useful items, like, which is mostly food and slimes. Like, there could also be some other stuff too. Thora West. I need 6 pogo fruits, 4 carrots, and 3 Q berries. I'm gonna try and collect those. The only reason I'm doing this one is mostly due to the fact that I just wanted to show you how requests work. Alright, I'm gonna need Q berries now. That's I think that's the last item I need. I know I got more than enough pogo fruits, I think. Unless, you know what, I'm just gonna collect like 10 of them. or at least get a full inventory of them and just feed the remainder to my phosphor slimes. You know what? I'm just gonna collect some hens while I'm out here since I can do that. I just hope that there's some Q-berries out here. That's the one thing I hope. Since I think that out here is like the only place that they spawn. Wow, I haven't been out here in forever. Okay. Yep, I'm screwed. Wait, actually, there's also some, you know, like, they're not larger slimes, but they're, like, slimes that you can feed. Like, and they're, like, really big, but they're not larger slimes, you know? They're like larger slimes, but different. I think they're called Gordo slimes, if I got my information correct. Okay, that requires a key. Yep, I think I see a Gordo slime over there, and from what I can tell, they require, like, the food types for the respective slimes. Like, if they're a tabby Gordo, then they require, like, tabby slime-based foods. If they're, like, a pink slime, they require, you know, pink slime-related foods, which is, you know, just everything. So I'm gonna have to collect some hens. That way I can try and show you how Gordo's slimes work. Yeah, I don't really know if I can have a stable source on hens right now. Mostly because it's nighttime. Wait, I forgot that one area. I almost completely forgot about that. You know, that's by my phosphor slime. I almost completely forgot about that, if I'm being honest. But either way, let's go turn in these resources real quick. So that way I can, try and finish up that request. Now, they do give you money, maybe some other, like, rarer resources. But, you know, they're not as much as what they could possibly be. Okay. I think I just need 2 more... Yep, I need 2 more Q-berries. Let's feed my phosphor slimes real quick. Now I know I got some out here. I should, anyways. If my information serves me correct. Yep, there's some fully grown right here. And that's honestly really good. Okay. Now let's go ahead and turn in these Q-berries, and then I'm gonna go try and collect as many hens as I can get my hands on, so I can try and feed that Gordo slime. I don't know if it unlocks more areas. I don't know if it does. I know it does in Slime Rancher 2, but I don't know if it does in Slime Rancher 1. Alright, let's collect this hen from Roosteroo real quick. Okay, I'm gonna have to collect these heartbeats, since, you know, they're fully grown. To the point that they're popping out of the ground. I'm gonna have to feed, my rock slimes. Then I'm gonna have to collect these carrots that are up here to feed, my pink slimes. Man, I need more food, for my slimes. Yeah, I'm not doing too particularly well whenever it comes to food. Like, I thought two gardens for each, like, food type would be good enough, but it wasn't. So I'm gonna have to, like, get up to, like, 3 different farms for each. Okay, let's go over to my phosphor slimes and head out to that area real quick. Wow, it's only been 19 minutes and I've already done this much. I've already shown off Gordo slimes, quests, and all this other stuff that you can do in this game. But I haven't really used Gordo slimes just yet, since I don't have the hens to feed the one I have found. So let's go ahead and gather up some hens while I'm out here, since I can do that. Since this is basically the best area that they can spawn in. Okay. I'm gonna have to collect at least 30 hens out here. Like, actually, never mind. I'm gonna collect at least 20. Uh, but I am gonna try and use them pretty sparingly if I can. I'm gonna try and be a lot risky with that Gordo. Like, pretty risky with that Gordo slime since, you know, I don't know how many hen it's gonna take to fully feed it. Maybe it'll just take the simple 20 that I want to collect. Hopefully less. That's the one thing I hope it takes, is less. So I can feed my tabby slimes. Okay, let's collect these hens right here. Okay, I got enough for the, I believe, the Gordo slime for the tabby. So let's go ahead and head back to my ranch and then feed my slimes. I'm gonna have to feed the pogo fruits to my phosphorus slimes real quick. And then I'm gonna feed the carrots to my pink slimes. Now I'm gonna head back out into the wild, like the first area I unlocked, just so I can get to that tabby Gordo slime. Hopefully I grabbed enough hens to fully feed it. Hopefully I did. I just hope I don't have to grab any more though. I'm just gonna keep the slot I'm attached to to a different like to an empty slot, so I don't accidentally launch any of my hens out and waste any. Alright. I think this is where I saw the Gordo slime. I could be wrong though. Yep, here it is. So let's go ahead and feed you. I don't know what you'll give me. Oh, come on. That wasn't enough hens. It still wasn't enough. I guess I'll have to save what Gordo slimes do for next time. I guess. Wait, what's this green stuff right there? I guess I'm gonna have to go back to my ranch, and try and check it out. I don't know what it could possibly be, though. Maybe I have to get up there with the jetpack upgrade. I could be wrong, though. I'm gonna need more hens, like in Rocky hens and Roost, and those are the three main meat types that I can get out here. Alright. I'm gonna sleep until morning to allow more stuff to spawn in, especially food. I got a hen. That should be okay for right now, since it is in the vacuum. I'm gonna sleep until morning real quick, so that way I won't have to worry about too much. Alright. Now let's gather up some resources while I'm here, since I can do that. Now keep in mind, there should be more food types than the ones I have. There should be more than that, but I don't know where to find them. I've only really explored pretty much almost all of what I've shown off in the series so far. I haven't explored too much past that. Don't get me wrong, I would love to, so I can have some new territory to explore. But as of right now, I don't really have too much that I don't know about this game. Now, yes, there is some stuff I don't know, and blatantly so. But yeah, as of right now, I don't really have too much that I really need to learn, outside of, like, some of the upgrades and, you know, teleporters and stuff. Okay, I'm already 3/10 of the way there, over that, actually. Wow. Yeah, I can sell these phosphor quartz right now and try and get to the 10,000 mark that I needed to get to. Now I am gonna have to get back to the dock so I can upgrade those 1 pens that I needed. Upgrade. But as of right now, I'm just gonna focus on getting that other area as of right now, so that way I can have more room to grow. Okay. I have like 16 or 17 more phosphor quartz. That should give me at least to like about 4,500 to 5,000. Yeah, judging by how many I have now, it should be, 5,000 that I get to, bare minimum. If I sell this correctly. Never mind. It didn't get me to, over 5,000. And I was so close to, I was only like 300 points off. Being halfway there. Yeah, I really want to get to the point where I need to get to. Now I could have gotten to the point of, getting there by now if I just went to the larger slimes that I have. But I'm kind of lazy right now. Okay. Let's go ahead and sell these quartz. That I can sell. I really need to get to at least 5,000 this video. That's the main thing I need to do. Which I should have more than enough if I go to the cave system. I should have enough, but I'm not sure. Let's just go ahead and collect all the quartz that I can out here. There's 17 here, and then 15 of these pink slime quartz. And there should be a lot right here. So let's go ahead and collect all these quartz right here. I really need to get to the max storage on my quartz. So that way I can get as close as possible to my goal. Okay. Now let's collect the pink quartz that I know are right here. There are 28 tabby quartz right there. Man, it really sucks not having a jetpack. But I just want to try and finish up all my goals. Like, I want to try and collect at least every slime type that I can, or at least all the ones I come across. So I can fill up this entire board right here. Maybe also collect every, like outpost building thing, whatever you want to call it. Whatever that's called. I can't remember what it's called. Like the buildings, like the boots, the pens, all that other stuff. I want to try and at least build all of that. That's the main goals I have right now. That's pretty much the only goals I have for this series. And also keeping up my slimes in the process. And also creating the larger slimes for each respective type. That's pretty much the biggest 3 goals I have right now. Okay. Well, I can basically do all of this, but I want to get that one area first. That's the main thing I'm saving up for. But either way, that's going to be the end of today's video. Be sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.